Hi folks, it's John Nizman from lastchanceautorestore.com, and today's Volkswagen tip I'd like to share with you is discussing the seal that goes between the chassis and the body of a Volkswagen Beetle, both sedan and convertible, and it's for all years. Some people make the big mistake whenever they're restoring a Volkswagen. They're not aware that there is a rubber seal, a specific seal that goes between the pan and the body to keep the moisture out. The most common area for corrosion on the Volkswagens, as we all know, is between the body and this pan. So basically, you buy this in a roll. Now this is the German quality. There's two different versions of this. This is the nice flexible rubber. You can see that it has the raised seals on both outside edges. And it comes in a big spool, and one spool is enough to do a complete chassis. So what this seal does, it comes all the way across the back and around and down. It comes down both sides to the front, and then it goes along the firewall. So what we do first is we take the spool and we run it, and we've pre-cut this one already. So what we do is we set it up, for example, here on the firewall. We just start at the one end, and we want to measure it out to make sure that we have enough. We mark it with a marker, and then we just cut off that section. Then once we have it laid out, you'll see there's the main bolt holes that we need to come up through the floor. So what we have is a bolt like this, and then it has also the specific pan washer. So a lot of times people will put the rubber on, not bore out the holes. You have no idea how difficult it is to get these through, because you're putting the bolt through the washer and you're coming up through the bottom, and then this is what fastens to the body. And you can imagine if there's no holes there to see, it becomes very difficult for installation. So what we do is we dry fit these on. So we've cut it, we have it in place, we mark where the holes are, and then we use a center punch. You can see I've already pre-done this one, because we've marked the two main frame holes on either side at the front frame head. And then what you do is you get one of these center hole punches, and then you set it up on a table or a hunk of wood. I've got it marked here where it needs to go. You strike it with a hammer, and then it breaks hole through, and they come in different sizes of sets, and we have it so it's the correct size for the bolt to go through. So once you've done the sides, you can see we've cut the angle that we need for the front to come all the way down the side, and then there's also a trick to sealing it properly and to install it. So what we do is we use a seam sealer, and this is a commercial grade automotive seam and joint sealer. What we do is we clean the area first. We have these already pre-cut, and the holes are all preset. So what we do is we take some of this seam sealer and we place it along this rail, and we go around each one of these circles, and you do this whole complete side. Now once you have the seam sealer on, you've got about 10 minutes of time to work it a little bit. Now what we like to do, as you can see here, we've got some strips of masking tape already. So you place the seam sealer down the side, you have your rubber ready. So if we've got the seam sealer on here, you're going to start at this end, you line up your hole, and then you start to place the seal over top where it belongs. Now to hold it in place, you simply just take this masking tape and work it across and hold it, and then as you're going along, you can place it here, and then the masking tape, and you continually go around the car, and you do this side and then all the way around. It makes it very simple. And what we typically like to do, we like to let this cure overnight, and then the next day you just pull the masking tape off. The lines are perfect, and the whole floor and chassis is sealed correctly. If you have any questions, you can email me. It's john@lastchanceautorestore.com, and thanks for watching.